Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to see this, I would like to offer your elemental energy reading for the week of January 18th through the 24th of 2026 for the elements. These are general readings, so take what works, leave the rest for someone else. Also, when we're looking at general readings, these messages tend to be timeless, so even if you catch this outside of that week, you're probably going to get some benefit out of it anyway. If you've never had your charts read to find out what your alignment for elements is, there is a link in the description to a natal interpretation chart, and it comes with the basic 12 houses, and there's 10 to 20 pages of a description. It's not sponsored or anything, but it's a really interesting tool to use. With that, we will get started with our first element, which is fire, which covers zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire, you're starting things off with Sowilo, which is the sun. Color is white, silver, and you can add gold in there. The tarot association is the sun. Astrology is the sun. A rune of good fortune and health, happiness, wholeness, enlightenment, and success. So fire, this is going to be a strong week for you. There's definitely this energy of things are lining up, like the sun is shining on you. There's not going to be a lot of frustration is what I'm feeling. And with that sun and that divine masculine energy, think definitely the fire energy here. A lot of Leo energy. Excuse me. And with that, this is going to be a week where you get to make some pretty powerful discoveries. You get to make some new alignments. This week is about enjoying your physical body and the spiritual realm as much as you can. Again, you're not harming anyone else. So this is that energy of success and prosperity that's coming in here. Your second rune is, where are we at? The Degas rune, which is the rune of the day. Color is light blue, tarot association is temperance, and astrology is dark moon. Awakening and clarity, a success and prosperity, and abundance in life. So you have energies coming in this week of growth, abundance, but there's also this energy of awakening and prosperity under both. And this awakening energy, or enlightenment, depending on how you want to term that, is really about coming to a new understanding of yourself in the physical, but also in the spiritual. So if you've been, kind of plodding along in the dark, trying to understand this next level of your spiritual journey, Source is wanting to bring in, this is the time where you get to see the next branch. You might actually come to the end of that particular cycle that you've been on, which would be awesome, I think, for you. But it's now the time where you get to have the experience of growth, of abundance, whether that is a physical growth and abundance or if it's a spiritual one. These energies for fire right now are really saying, you got this. This is going to be the end of a pattern. You're coming into your success, the ending of the situation, which is going to feel like a massive relief for you. So whatever's going on there, you definitely it's over for the moment. So enjoy this week. Your next element is Earth, with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And Earth, where you're starting you off with the the Uraz rune, which is dark green. Tarot association is the High Priestess, and astrology is Taurus. It's creative power, wisdom, and knowledge, good fortune, opportunity, and this is one of those more amorous runes. So Earth, this could be a fun week for you. But we also have this energy of the High Priestess, so this is setting things up for success. This is getting things ready to be coming into your own. And with Taurus, you have a very strong foundational energy. Now, the one thing I will say with this rune and that energy is things can be a little stubborn this week. So this is not a time to try to push the ball uphill. If it's not going that direction, just walk off to do something else. This is not a week to really fight with challenges. If it doesn't feel right, or you're feeling like there's a massive obstacle in the way, fine, let the obstacle be there, walk away. It is not your purpose this week to push against that or to fight against it. The energy that's coming in is saying, yes, things are going well, you're setting up that foundation, but if you run into a brick wall, okay, well, that's where the new picture goes, and you're going to make a turn and you're going to continue to go. So it's not worth the wrestling match that may occur in some other times. That's the energy that's coming in. But you also have Algi's, which is the rune of protection. Color is gold, tarot association is the moon, and astrology is Cancer. Protection from danger, resisting temptations, new beginnings. Earth, whatever's going on this week, it's definitely not going to be straightforward for you. Sorry about that. But that's not the energy that's coming in. You definitely are going to have good things happening, but it's not going to be cut and dry like, this is my path, this is where I'm going, this is the only... It's going to be like, do, wall, and then you have to kind of shuffle along the wall, and then you can continue, but you're protected. So whatever's happening is not so much something that you have done, or if you were the one that started this, it's not negative for you. It's maybe just something that your soul is like, we need a little tune-up here. We need a little bit of a lesson before we open the door to this next level of life. And they're saying that this is not about punishment, but about enlightenment and growth. So see how things go this week. And it's not the most free, clear energy for you. It's definitely saying there could be some challenges, but they're not going to be challenges that shake everything up and destroy. It's more of like that steel sharpens steel, like I talk about, where you're coming up against it because you're ready for this challenge, and as you conquer this challenge, you grow significantly. So that's the energy that's coming up here for our earth energies. Let's take a peek at our airs, all of our selves out there. We are looking at... I don't know why the runes do this to me. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and all of our air family. We are looking at Tiawaz, the god of war, or Tyr, the god of war, sorry. Colors bright red, tarot association is justice, astrology is Libra, so this is actually working with some air energy. Definitely have some fire going on here too. Courage and energy, power to weave the patterns of your own life. You can look at this as an arrow shooting forward, or you can look at it as a needle where you're getting to do the embroidery and you're making your outline of your map. Either way, you also have this energy of the god of war. This is a conquering energy. This is saying, you know what? I don't really care what life throws at me. I'm going to overcome this. I am going to succeed. So air, this is a strong week for you. It's also bringing in this energy of, with the justice card, of balance. So if there's something that's a little out of balance for you, this is your call to step up. Say, you know what, enough's enough. This is not how I want to live my life. If it's more, just making that more clean line between that is work, this is home, then make that division and really get clear on what you're looking for, because this week is not a week of the willy-nilly. This is not a week of, well, maybe one day no, don't do that. This is a very get clear on what you're after, and once you do, you can overcome these obstacles. That god of war energy is saying it's time to conquer, it's time to overcome. As long as you're not hurting other people, make that space, protect yourself, because this is not hurting you. You've got to protect this. And if that means, you know what, I'm not taking that extra shift, I really don't need it that much, or I'm not working 20 hours of overtime this week, whatever it is, take the time and stand up for yourself is what I'm hearing. So hopefully that resonates for you, air signs out there. Your second rune, yeah, the energy that came in was really aggressive. So we have the Wunjo rune, which is the rune of joy. Tarot association is strength. Color is yellow. Astrology is Leo. You're definitely working with fire energy. As you go through this week, it's a sign of happiness and harmony between people, a situation changing for the better. Basically, what I'm hearing here is you have to have the tier aspect. You have to go through this standing up for yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your boundaries, because once you do, Wunjo opens up the door and is like, see, I told you, you just needed to do this. So however this plays out for you, whether it's at work, that work-home divide where it's like, no, I'm not doing this at work, or if it's, something going on at home, whichever, keeping those healthy boundaries, emphasis on healthy, is what's going to really feed you this week. This week is about you. Air, I'm getting this feeling that it's time for you to start looking in the mirror more. And that doesn't mean like, oh, I'm so pretty, I have to be like staring at the mirror like a, goofball. It means look in the mirror and say, am I taking care of this physical body? I am a spiritual being. Am I actually living like that? Am I actually stepping into my healthiest state? And when we go here with this energy, it's saying you're pushing back. Tyr is saying enough is enough. You need to set the healthy boundaries. You need to say, no, this is what I offer and this is where I stop. Because air, I'm feeling this energy, and this may not apply to everyone. There's a workaholic that's hiding in there going, no, we have to do this. No one will care if we don't. And the energy that's coming in is saying, listen here, you little twit, enough. You don't need to be acting like this. You need to take care of your own physical body. You need to take care of your mental and spiritual self as well. And sometimes that means saying, enough. No, this is what I offer. This is what I agreed to. We're not doing the extra this week, at least this week. Because you need a recovery period. And when you do, that's where this joy comes in. This is where things are going to start to shift into the better state. This week is your time to get more in line with your judgment, figure out where you're at, get more clear on your discernment, which is the best option for you, and make those decisions. Now, is it going to fall everything together this week? Maybe, maybe not. But if you start making the decisions now, you'll definitely walk into that Wunjo energy. So let's hop over to our water family, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all of our fishies out there. And we are going to be looking at Fehu, which is color of light red. Tarot association is the Tower. Astrology is Aries. Water, this could be an interesting week for you. This is also part of the Elder Futhark, so this is some very ancient energy. We'll call it primal. And we have good luck, success, fertility, and harmony. But you're going to have to earn it. And that doesn't mean it's negative. It just means that with the Tower, when Aries, we've got this fiery energy coming in. Fire is water's opposite. Like, you two cannot be more different. So this could be something where you may have to come up against a situation that you don't really want to deal with, but understand water can conquer fire. So it's one of those things where you want to make sure you're not just going to choke out the opposition. It could be one of those where the fire, you need the fire to wake you up, to get you to that boiling state, get you to let off some steam, whatever it is. There is definitely a cycle that I'm feeling with this. This is something that you've needed to come into contact with, that you have needed to hit this brick wall and let it go, or tear down the wall, whichever works for you. But you're in this energy of things are moving in the right direction, but you don't see that right now because it does not feel that way. And water, you're all about your emotions. Sorry, Cancer, you're probably the worst of that family, but it's not feeling comfortable because you don't want to deal with it. Fehu is not giving you the option. This is something that needs to happen. Tower moment. You're tearing something down. You're ripping something apart. Why? Because there's gold thread in there. There could be a brick that you need. But you have to take that thing down so that you can find it. And once you do, you can get rid of the stuff that doesn't work for you. You can throw the rest of it away and then rebuild with the parts that you do need. That's the energy that's coming in here. Let's see what your second rune has for this. Oh, no. This is Perth, the rune of fate. Color is black. Tarot association is Wheel of Fortune, as they go up, as they go down. And your astrology is Saturn. I'm sorry, water. That's all I have. Mystery, chance, unexpected material gain, surprise, something hidden coming to light. Water, this is not going to be a pleasant week for you. I'm sorry. And I'll just repeat that again. I'm sorry. You have Aries, which is kind of a spaz. It's a little spazzy out there. But you also have Saturn, the stern father, that stern Old Testament father figure where, smite everybody type thing. These are not energies that are fun. But Perth is also saying, this is not an option for you. Now, can you come out of it on the other side? Oh, yeah, and you're going to come out shining. But you have to go through the sludge first. That's that Tower moment. This is this Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Everything's good, everything's bad, everything's good, everything's bad. You're going through the bad part this week. At least there's a portion of you that will be doing this. But you're going to come out on the other side in success. You're going to come out on the other side shining. This is... they're wanting to make this clear that this doesn't apply to everybody, but you have set things in motion, water, that now have to play out. And this is a week where you're going to see some of those things boiling up. There's going to be some of this shifting going on where you may have to look in the mirror and get very honest with yourself. And you're not going to like this. And it's not that you're bad, but you may have to admit to some uncomfortable truths is what I'm hearing. So, but once you process that, everything's going to go well. It's just you have to go through this period. Kind of a mini dark night of the soul energy is what's coming up. So water, stay grounded this week. Drink lots of water. Do self-care as needed. Like if you've had a rough day, don't come home and turn the news on. Come home and put on some nice music, hop in the bathtub, relax for an hour, half hour, whatever you can take. If you come home and you're just stressed out and cooking is not the option, take care of yourself. Pull something out of the freezer, you can microwave, whatever. Do something that's just chill for you this week. It's not about rushing. This is not a week where you might conquer the world in one sense, but it's not going to be from overdoing it. So take your time and really, like they keep bringing up the staying grounded energy. So we'll see how that plays out for you. Any other energies coming in? This is a week of transformation. This is going to be a time to alchemize things that you've already started. If you are the type of person, I gave up on this a long time ago, to do New Year's resolutions, check in with yourself. Where are you at? If you do vision boards, this is where I'm at. Take and really get clear on those this week. Make sure that you're ready for what's coming. The universe is lining up in ways to set some things in motion. Water, you already had your things set in motion. This is a week where you have to double check yourself. Sorry. But with this energy that's coming in, checking in and really observing these movements, getting clear on where you're wanting to go is going to open doors down the road. This is not a week of, we're going to do it all right now. It's a week of getting ready. Things are shifting. And once the shift occurs, the ball is going to be rolling. So see how that plays out for you guys and gals out there. With that, I'll let you guys go. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment, let me know your thoughts, feelings, and impressions, and I will see you in the next video.